and welcome to Yarn Hellions. This is episode 21, which is just amazing and freaky.
Yes, and speaking of freaky, it's our super spooky Halloween episode.
Oh my gosh, yes. So stay tuned. We have spooky books and spooky patterns.
Yes.
So if you enjoy the podcast, please subscribe below and follow us on Instagram. You'll be able to catch up on everything we're doing in between episodes. So my name is Sarah Flynn. I am the owner of Superfine Yarn Co. I'm a hand dyer, and this is Christine Parker Co., a designer extraordinaire, as we will see in a little bit, the new Glowforge experiment.
Oh, yes.
So,
I have so much fun stuff to show you guys.
Yeah, should be a good episode. And we're calling this season 2, episode 21.
Season 2, episode 21.
We're now into our second year.
That's just bananas.
It's really crazy for you guys who have been following us from the start. And we should have some new viewers because we had a giveaway and we're going to announce the winner. But we did get a lot of new follows. So I'm hoping you guys stick around and enjoy.
Thanks for being here. We appreciate the shit out of you.
And I passed out a lot of buttons and postcards at Wool Gathering down in
that's
Yellow
right.
Springs. So hopefully got some people there too.
Cool.
Yeah, and had a few regular viewers drop in and say hi. And
That's so fun.
yeah, it was fun. What's new with you?
What's new with me?
Yeah.
Nothing really. I've been just making so much shit on my Glowforge. I'm having a shop. Actually, when this airs, the shop update will have been the day before.
Already.
Yeah, so I'll tell you guys all about that. But I went camping a couple weeks ago with Gather and Grow, which is a woman-owned company based in Pittsburgh. And I've been that's the second trip I've been to. And we went camping in Ohio Pile, PA, which I think is southwestern Pennsylvania. And I took Phyllis, which was a mistake. She did not like camping.
Not having it.
And I knew she was going to be weird because she's not very adaptable. She like when she came to live with us, it took her forever to go potty in our backyard because she was like, this is not my grass. This does not smell like me. I don't know what's going on. So disrupting her routine and her schedule and whatever, and putting her
night.
She couldn't access Sleeping Night. Well, eventually she realized that the tent was Sleeping Night. And so then she was like, I'm never leaving.
This is where I want to be.
This is my new home now. I'm never going outside ever again. So I would if I wanted her to go outside to go potty or whatever, or interact with people, I'd have to drag her. And then the whole time she was out of the tent, she just spent her energy trying to get back into it. And at one point she was like, fuck this, I am out of here, and tried to jump through the door of the tent, but she was on the wrong side and there was no door. So she just jumped on the tent and collapsed half of it. I was so mad.
Hilarious.
So yeah, Phyllis is not
invited.
She's not invited. She's not outdoorsy. But I had a lovely time. I hung out with Mariah Z, who you know, and Katie P, who are
nice.
fellow
Katie
knitters. Yeah, and it's just I love these trips so much. I'm gonna go again in October, even though it's gonna be freezing.
Cool. More hand knits.
Yeah, and one of all the people there were like, oh my God, you guys are all knitting and it's so that seems so relaxing. We want to learn. And so one of them, at least one person I know, got needles and yarn has started knitting. So yeah, we're converting people. So yeah, I'm going to go again in October, but Phyllis is not coming. She's not invited. That was just it's so nice to just be in nature and hang out and relax. And have you ever been camping? Do you like to camp?
I had go down to Hocking Hills and rent a cabin, but yeah, I haven't been camping since I was a kid. But I kind of, now that I've done this a few times, I'm I don't know that I could go back to regular camping.
Yeah.
So it's nice because you can still be outdoors.
Yes.
But you can come inside and
and there's air conditioning. Yeah.
So
the site that we go to is it's this really nice private campground, and they have hot running water,
like
great. Nice showers and indoor, flushing toilets and whatever. So that is.
I wasn't sure how advanced.
Yeah. Well, when I went on the June trip, I was like, I need to know, like, are there flushing toilets? Like, I can do pit toilets if I have to for like a weekend.
Right.
But
Not
if
my
I don't
preference.
have to, I would rather not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they have it's like nice. So really, you're just like sleeping outside and eating
that's
outside,
nice,
whatever. Yeah,
cool.
It's fun. I'm nervous for the October trip because it's gonna be cold. So I don't know. We'll see. How about you? What's new?
I have my appointment with the ear surgeon tomorrow morning at the clinic. So it looks like from the CAT scan that I got, like the radiologist put notes on there, and it looks like I might be a candidate for surgery. It was kind of hard to like decipher everything, but what his opinion was that I do have this thing that can be fixed by surgery. They put in like a little fake conducting bone and then it fixes it.
Interesting.
So I'm not sure how invasive. I mean, I don't know anything about it, so I'm gonna find out tomorrow and see if I want to do that. And if that solves my problem, then probably better than buying years of hearing aids and adjusting. And so
it almost sounds like LASIK surgery, like for your eyes.
Yeah, I did LASIK years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's one of those things, like, it was so worth it. It's a little scary, like, when you sign up for it, but after you do it, like, oh my God, this is me. Like, not buying glasses, not buying contacts, not like walking and sweating with glasses, like rain, like I don't miss having glasses at all. So that, and then the Advent pre-orders will be up for just a little bit more. I'm almost at my like capacity where I'm trying to debate like how many I can fit in a pan, how many minis go in a pan, and I'm getting there, but I'm sneaking in a few little extra kits for some podcasters, and Fangirl Fibers and I are trading Advent, so I can get like an Advent that I can open. Ooh. And she's gonna get one. So after we work hard and are tired of looking at ours, we'll get a fresh one.
Oh, that's exciting.
So yeah, she at Pittsburgh, she was like, "Do you want to switch Advents?" And she did a ton of like Halloween Advents, so she's been going crazy. So, so if you would like to get on this year's, and then actually I might throw the extras in there and have a few like to sell on the spot in November, but maybe not. So don't wait.
Don't wait.
Yeah. So there's that, and yeah.
I would like to show off a present that I received this past week.
Yeah.
So you guys know my little dog Beanie died. Oh God, don't cry. It's been like 2.5 months.
Not that long.
I know, but I'm like, I'm so tired of being sad. Like, I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't want to miss my doggy. Well, anyway, one of my longtime internet friends, Danielle, who owns a Small Wild Shop on Instagram, she makes like these little ceramic, they're fucking gorgeous, these little ceramic creatures, like little figurines and like necklaces and jewelry and stuff, and they're just so gorgeous. So she made me a little Bindi figurine.
I saw it and I was trying not to say anything. It is the cutest. You gotta hold it up real close. Hold it up close. Oh my gosh.
It's so fucking pretty. It looks just like her.
Little face.
Look at her little neck meat wrinkles.
Neck meat.
Oh my God. And it's got like gold flowers
designs
on the back. I hope that this is in focus. And she's got my favorite part is the halo. She's got a little halo. See, it's got a heart on it. Oh my God. It's so beautiful. And Danielle asked for my address and I was like, I don't know what you're doing, but like, okay, yeah, I'll let you send me something. Sure. I'm not going to say no to a present. But so then when I opened it last week, I just like immediately burst into tears because it's so pretty.
It's just the cutest thing ever.
So I'm going to keep it. I have, we have like a hutch with, like closing glass door. So I've been keeping it in there with Bindi's. I have it just set on her little wooden urn. Oh gosh, Bindi. So yeah, thank you, Danielle. This was like just the sweetest. I just treasure the shit out of that. It's so special. So Oh, and I'll put her Instagram.
I want to look at it.
Oh my
Or other
God.
stuff.
So gorgeous. She's so talented. I'll put her Instagram. It's Small Wild Shop on Instagram. Go check her out, Danielle, because she's a lovely human and a sweet baby angel. So that's my little brag about my little bindie. Do you want to do the giveaway?
Yeah.
Finish up our giveaway. So last episode for our anniversary, we put together a big giveaway to thank you guys for hanging out with us for a year and, for all your support. So the prize was 2 skeins of Sarah's Lush Bulky Yarn and a Yarn Hellions t-shirt and one of my new Fuck Gauge rulers. So we picked a winner this past weekend. And if your name is Linda J, you're the winner. For Linda commented on YouTube, and I'm not sure if you followed us on Instagram. It doesn't really matter. We picked your comment on YouTube, but if you would kindly email us at yarnhellions@gmail.com and let us know your contact info, we'll get your prize out to you. And really, really, really big thanks to everybody who participated. We had so much activity on our Instagram and on our podcast episode, and we got so many awesome suggestions for new episode topics going forward.
I made a little list in our shared doc, so we have them coming up.
Yeah, so many good ideas. I'm really excited about our coming season. One of the suggestions was having guest stars.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny.
Just even our the knitting friends.
The Woolies does that. They'll have their knitting friends on.
Totally. Yeah. Would love to do that. So if you're interested in being a guest star, let us know. We'll set that up.
There were some we'd like to see more or hear more about behind the scenes of running a small business.
Oh yeah.
There were people liked the episodes where we were our favorite fantasy books or favorite children's books or those two. So
okay.
It was nice to hear what people liked.
I will tell you all my favorite stuff all day long.
Oh my gosh. So much.
In fact, we're going to do some of that today. Actually, I don't know if it's our favorite stuff, but
favorite spooky stuff.
Our favorite spooky stuff. We both went through and found a bunch of cool Halloween themed patterns and scary books to tell you about. So we'll do that in a little bit.
I need more knitting time so I can knit spooky things.
Yes,
I never knit seasonal things just because I'm well, I can't wear it the other times of year, and I never get it together in enough time to get it done before that holiday. Yeah. So haven't done it.
I'm so bad at planning. Halloween is coming up, and I see all these shops that are a month ago they were starting to sell their Halloween
Target
stuff. Yeah, and I'm I need to get my shit together because I don't. First of all, I hate fall, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know that. And so planning ahead, I'm I'm not even thinking about that in my brain yet.
Do you get trick-or-treaters?
Yeah, we get a ton here. We get a ton because my neighborhood is
really walkable.
It's very walkable, and the houses are this far apart. So we get there's
load up on
candy. There's lots of kids. There's an elementary school just down the street.
Oh my gosh.
So there's lots of kids in the neighborhood. We get tons of trick-or-treaters.
I'm I'm on a busy street, real busy. And it's the only cut through there for that part of town. And I'm on a courtyard. So I'm in the back. No, first year I was there. I was so excited to get trick-or-treaters. There's not one child, not even on the street. And then of course, behind me is a little more residential, more quiet. Just one of those neighborhoods where everyone sits out on their driveway with little fire pits and they had like coffee for the parents.
Oh, how
super
fun.
cute. But I'm like, oh, it's not my stream.
Oh man.
I know. And I get home like late enough from work. Sometimes it's like
you miss it.
I miss like half of it. So
frequently, Devin and I will just turn off all the lights and hide.
Nice.
Because we're like, if I buy the candy, I'm gonna eat it. So I don't like to have it in my house. And you know, like last year, we were like, hell no, we're not gonna give out candy. Like, I don't want to be near all these children with, like, I mean, whatever. So I don't know. We'll see this year if we do that. Our neighbors across the street, they they're like heavy into Halloween, and they have a shitload of decorations, and they're really scary. Like they have like a 12-foot tall evil clown that they put on their lawn, and they've got like zombie, like life-size zombie looking guys, and they've got like a fog machine, and they've got, the worst is this it's like a hanging, they hang it from the roof.
What?
And it's like a human body wrapped in spiderweb. Like it's so awful. It's so creepy. I hate it so much. God. And every year, like they don't use their garage, so they just store they just use it as storage. So like every time they open the door, their stupid 12-foot tall scary clown is in the dark there. in their garage. I hate it. I love Halloween.
Stuff is so cool, and my only thing, I don't want to take it all down. I love putting stuff like that up.
Yeah.
But like when it's over, you're like, oh, I have to spend 6 hours.
This is no fun.
Away.
Yeah.
No.
Putting it up is fun. Taking it down is awful. Yeah, I'm not super big on decorating. When our exchange student was living with us, though, we like went all out, and that was really fun.
That's cool.
To have her experience American like holidays.
I have some stuff to share.
Can we put it in the sheep sack?
I did.
Yay!
Oh my gosh! So
it's our sheep sack.
Oh
I lost it last episode. I wanted to put our giveaway items in there and like pull them out, and I couldn't find it before that episode. So I was like, God damn it! Like. And then as soon as Sarah left, I freaking found it it was in my yarn stash, just like shoved between two tubs. Yeah. So, but I found it. We have it now. Maybe you should be the sheep sack custodian, because I can't handle it. It's
likely that I would lose it too. So, this is from the Wool Gathering, which is in Yellow Springs, which is outside Dayton, and that was 2 weekends ago. Mm-hmm. So I just, a lot of these, some of these were new to me, but I'm just like swooning over this one. Macmillan Mullen Fiber Company. And it's a sock set.
I love that.
The colors. It's got like a little minty, these are like my colors.
Yeah, they are. That's
much.
So pretty.
And then even like a little like, I don't
gold,
know, like
maybe?
A little, like speckly stuff going on. So I didn't talk to her too much, but this is her squishy set, 80-20, 420 yards and then 90 on the mini. And of course with the 400 socks I'm planning on casting on. This is in the list. This is At Last and Stay for the colorways, and we'll put all of these dyers info down below with their Instagram so you can, but I was on her site last night and it's really cool. She has like when you look at her booth, it's like a gorgeous curated palette of like very soft tones, the most gorgeous samples you've ever seen. Like the way she set up everything. I mean, it's so much work to haul this stuff to a place. We were in a field with circus tents, which was, I mean, it was great because it was open air. Mm-hmm. So, we weren't as worried about, germs and stuff. But at the same time, you're in the middle of a field. To have like this beautifully curated collection, I was like so impressed.
I think you asked about like Nastia.
Alexa, we're busy. Never mind.
I don't understand what you meant by that question.
No, shut up.
What did she think we were asking?
I don't know, but you must have said, she thought you said her name.
Alexa. Oh my God, that was so fun. Like,
sorry.
That's hilarious. So anyway, follow her. Because
what is that one called again?
Macmillan. And then the one thing that was funny about this show is that you didn't wear like usually they give you like badges to show that you're like a vendor. So like my vendor friends I know, I just go in their booth and talk to them, but I don't know why like I can't, like she had another customer too, so I want to be like, oh, I have the booth over there, and I didn't, and I'm like, now I feel like, oh, I should have like said that.
Yeah.
So
networking.
I know.
It's so hard,
Because we're going to
though.
be at the same, I'm going to see her again and other stuff. So, but yeah. So I didn't want to interrupt her when there was another person.
Yeah.
Across from me, there were two spinners.
Oh.
And they were spinning all day Saturday. And I was just like, it's so much fun to like watch. So there's pedals going. And I was eyeballing yarn and walked over there Sunday when it was a little bit slower. And I got this.
Oh my God.
Hand spun. I don't know what I'm going to do with this sucker. Guys, if you have like a one skein hand spun hat recommendation, I'm not sure,
Jeez, that's so pretty. I love the the thick and thin.
I know.
Yeah. Is this what they call art yarn?
I think so. Yeah, I think art yarn maybe has more like extra little flowers or speckle, like extra stuff. But I would call it art yarn. Tell me if I'm wrong, but
I mean, it's artistic. That's like a work of art.
So I actually had a lot of trouble picking. I was like juggling a bunch, and then I was like, okay, I'm taking this one. You're coming with me. So. Not even telling you who they are. Thanks. Cocoon, homespun soft goods. And on Instagram they're at cocoon_homespun. Just really, really nice. Down the lane from me. I know. Deep dyed yarns. I've been at other shows with her, and same thing. I hadn't talked to her. This time we talked a little bit. Her booth, same thing, like really like black shelving and like really vibrant colors. I just always have been drawn to them, but just never have shopped there. Look at this sucker.
Dang.
Velvet Underground. I mean, I am sorry. And it's sparkle.
Glitter? Oh my God.
Sparkle.
Holy
so if you
shit.
can see on the black, it's actually picking it up really well.
That's awesome. Don't let that out of your sight because it'll go missing. I'm going to take it.
It was so fun. It wasn't even, like, she probably had, 200 skeins. There wasn't, like, a choice. There wasn't, like, hemming and hawing. I went and I grabbed this and
Did it make you go, oh, I have to get that one?
It was the Christine effect where I needed to have it in my little grubby paws. So, 92% superwash, 8% lurex.
Ooh.
405 yards. Deep dyed yarn at Deep Dyed Yarns on Instagram.
Cool.
I mean, this would make such a badass pair of socks. I just can't wait.
That's that's an adjective that I wouldn't have thought to attribute to like hand knit socks. Badass hand knit socks. But like, yes, it will. That's amazing.
So. So almost time to like start. I haven't started wearing socks yet, but it's getting there. It's getting a little cooler.
I had a pair of hand knit socks on the other day. My feet were so cold. I only own like 2 pairs of hand knit socks. But
I only have those stripy ones I did, but I have them like right in my sock drawer.
Yeah.
You're right there for me. Oh my gosh. Last one is Black Cat Fibers.
I think that's a name I recognize.
Yeah, and then I've recognized the logo, and it's at Black Cat Fibers on Instagram. And another in my just wheelhouse. I'm sorry. Pink speckles, a little like super dark purple right here. So I mean, I don't know how many DK socks I can make. I don't know if you can make one hat out of, this is only 231 yards. I think that's how much my DK is. I think it depends on the hat, maybe. DK?
This is DK. This is Hedgehog Fibers.
And
it's, I had plenty left over.
I think I had looked at, I don't know what I was looking at, and I was like, oh, I can't make, it seems really silly that you couldn't make a hat, like a hat out of one skein. Anyway, it's gorgeous. I don't need another pair of socks, but, come on. And it's called Space Cow. I mean, shut up. I have so much fun I had so much fun shopping.
Yeah.
It's just like so much like to like go around. There was a lot of like fiber. There's like, more like spinners and more like people buying big bags of like fiber. So it was easy to just walk past those because I don't spin.
Yeah.
So I was, and then a lot of the dyers were at Pittsburgh and I bought from them at Pittsburgh. So I had already mentioned them. So
yeah.
It's so much fun. So guys, my little bin of, I had kind of destashed a while ago. I taught knitting at the library and I just brought in like a bunch of when I started dying because I'm like, I'm not knitting with this. And now it's like piling up again. Thanks to the podcast.
Stash building.
But it's fun. I mean, it's fun to like admire, like, how much work goes into it. So to like walk in somebody's booth and see like their aesthetic and what colors they like and how they set up their booth, and how much work it is, and just are like, you appreciate the little skeins that you buy, and you have so much yarn of your own. It better be special or you're not taking it home. Yeah. So all of these, if you didn't get to go to Wool Gathering, it's a little curated collection for you. And check out those dyers.
Real quick, I'm going to talk about my hat because I finished it this week. It's so exciting to finish an object and have a faux to talk about. So this is the Fluid Slouchy Beanie by Karen McCall.
Correct. Get that picot edge in there.
Yeah, it's got, so normally it's just like a flat, you like do a purl edge in the pattern, but I modified mine. I did a yarn over, knit two together all the way around. And then when you fold the brim, it's got a folded brim. So then when you fold it up, it makes this super cute picot edge. So this is Hedgehog Fibers, DK.
It's like perfectly spaced.
The
like
speckles.
Like sometimes, and it's cool sometimes when it like, edges up and has like weird patterns, but it's like perfectly...
Yeah, there's no pooling.
No.
Just a really easy pattern. I think in our last episode, I talked about the Fluid Sock Head Beanie by Karen McCall, which I had made a bunch of in the past. And that's the fingering weight version. But then I found out there's a DK weight version. I'm like, I have to make that.
I should cast it on.
There you go. Yeah.
DK skein.
That would be really cool. Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, I need more DK weight yarn because it was, DK knits up so fast. And it's just like, it's just simple. Almost entirely stockinette.
Amazing.
Yeah. So check out Karen McCall's patterns. I love her beanies.
You want to talk about spooky stuff?
Okay.
Or our yarn and merch?
Let's do spooky stuff.
All right.
Because it's Halloween.
Awesome. I had so much fun with this.
Have you made any of the patterns that you
The spooky patterns?
Yeah, the spooky patterns? No?
No. But
that's okay. There are no rules. So these, I've only made one of the patterns that I pulled out, and I don't think I've read. Have I read any of my books?
Have you read any of them?
Yes, I did. Well, because I was trying to decide if I wanted to talk about books I've read and that I can recommend, or if they're like spooky books I want to read.
Oh, cool.
And I have a little bit of both.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So this sounds like the patterns are all going to be stuff that we want to make.
Yes.
So show me.
Oh my gosh.
That is fun.
I mean, I'm putting it up close and I'm going to tell you about it, but I'm going to get a little reflection. Spider Beanie by Sandra Jager. So this is a paid pattern. Obviously color work. And it's black and white, but there were other people who did different colors.
It'd be fun in like a bright green and like purple.
Wacky you wouldn't like expect. Yeah, knit. It's a knit pattern and it's fingering weight. So,
nice.
I mean, so cute.
I've never made a color work hat.
I've done a color work cowl, and I enjoyed it. Like, I got the going where you have one over one finger and one over the next, and I got the hang of it.
I lied when I said I'd never made a color work hat. I literally designed a color work hat. The uncooperative hat is color work.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I've never knit a color work hat in fingering weight yarn. I think I've only ever done color work in worsted weight. Anyway, please continue.
I have another spooky pattern.
Yay!
The Papa Spooky Cowl by Shauna Caffrey. And come on.
I love that.
Look at that skull. It's the coolest. And same thing, like there's so many choices that you could...
That is super fun.
There was a lot of different color choices on the projects in there. Shauna Caffrey, it's free, it's knit, and it's worsted weight, so it'd go so fast.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
So color work and worsted, that'd be good.
I really love skulls. They make me feel extremely badass.
I'm sorry, and I'm just going ahead. Do you want to alternate?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So I've been holding this one in my lap. This is a pumpkin that I crocheted.
Show the top.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's a little twisty. Oh, fine.
I don't know if that's in the pattern. I might have added that.
That's cute.
Where the hell is... Here we go. Okay, so this is the Spice and Clove pumpkin, and it's from Knit Picks. It's a free pattern, and it's in... There's a crochet version or a knit version, so you can make either. And it uses sport weight yarn, but I used worsted. So it's like... this is, I think, like Red Heart Super Savers or something. But like in the projects, they have like all these really cute...
ridiculously cute.
Where like people made a bunch and just are,
They sit
have
together
them.
in a little group.
Yeah. And
All
I'm
right.
like,
That makes me want to decorate now.
I know. Well, that's what when I made this, I was like, I'm going to make a bunch of these and put them all over my house. And I made one. But that's
cute.
ADHD for you. So that is a super cute pattern. That's the only one I've made that I pulled out.
Do another one.
Do another one?
Mm-hmm.
So I also have, let's look at skulls again. The skull shawl.
What?
Yeah, this one's crochet too.
Okay. I was going to say, you probably can't do that with knitting.
Yeah.
But that's amazing.
It's like lace frickin' skulls in a shawl, which like, man, that's so cool.
And I like the white with like the black t-shirt showing through.
Yeah, let me see. Here's a bigger.
Oh, yeah. Get that close up. Oh, my God.
With the fringe.
Ooh, yeah.
How stupid reflections. I hope you can see.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah. So cool. Like for if you were going to be like a witch for your costume.
Sick. Even not. I would just wear that.
If you're right, or just wear it. Like it's one of those things where it's like very subtly.
It's not like,
yeah.
bam, Halloween.
Yeah. So that's by, oh geez. It's the Skull Shawl.
Ooh, that's a name. It'll be in the show notes.
It'll be in the show notes. And I can't remember if it's Swedish or Norwegian or.
It's a lot.
I'm just going to say it. It's Kunjen och Majkis. There's no way that's right. I'm so sorry. But anyway, it's on Ravelry. It's free. We'll have it in the show notes. It uses sport weight yarn and it's crochet. So that's the skull shawl. Skull shawl.
Why am I clicking on the link?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to show you this that I made.
Oh my God. Did you make that?
I made it.
And it's sparkly. Why don't
It's
you
glitter.
show that off?
Okay, fine. These aren't going to
twist my heart.
These aren't going to be in the in my shop update. That was yesterday. But I will have these at some point. I think I made a little glitter skull stitch marker. Hee hee.
And these are your leg warmers?
Oh yeah, these.
We're going to talk about them later.
Yeah,
okay.
I have one finished,
that.
but yeah, like when I got home from camping, I was like thinking about the October camping trip, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to be cozy. I must knit leg warmers immediately. So like I just started knitting leg warmers, so I'll have those for next time.
So cute.
And the little skull marker because skulls are awesome.
I've got the Forever Spooky hat by Harper Bee, and I just like there were so many like good patterns.
There's
for
so
some
many.
reason these little cartoon ghosts just slayed me. Look at these little guys. You know what they remind me of is the ghost in like the first like Mario where they'd like be in like you get to the castle level and they'd be I don't know.
I can hear that music, the creepy castle music.
I think it's the most adorable.
Those are really fun.
So they're just.
Is that a worsted pattern?
Let me check. Paid pattern, knit, and worsted. Yeah.
Okay. I ended up with a bunch of crochet patterns this time. So I'm going to tell you about the spiderweb table mat that I have had in my favorites. I wanted to make this at some point, and it's also crochet. Ooh.
Those color choices are awesome.
So like I want to make one for my mother-in-law because she's like the queen of decorating. She decorates for every holiday and she does it like 2 months in advance. She's into it. So I was thinking I would make one for her, but I haven't gotten around to it. So that's the spiderweb table mat. by Christina Mershon. It's a free pattern, and it uses worsted or Aran white yarn. It's pronounced Aran, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I was just like, what if that's wrong? Yeah, Aran weight yarn.
Super cute.
Yeah.
I saved my best one for last, and I'm really tempted to do this. Although I'm already doing another animal who only has one paw right now.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't start another one, but it's that she does those Mochimochi worlds. Have you ever seen that? Oh my god.
The little
All
tiny
the books
yeah.
and like her Instagram. Just shut up. It's so cute. So here, before I like go on.
Oh my god.
It's this little monster. And he is eating, I think they're little pumpkins in his little mouth. Man, just come on.
So cute.
I don't need to cast on something. Look at those little tiny pumpkins. I'm like getting up like an octave higher. I'm sorry. So Hurly Burly is his name. Anna Hrachovec. It is unfortunately in a book, which you could just get from your local public library if you didn't want to buy it. Super Scary Mochimochi. And it's worsted weight. And there's a bunch of like different just spooky ones. And I've seen her other book. I'm obsessed with her like other books.
Mm-hmm.
I remember looking through one and wanting to make every single thing. They're all that just whimsical and fun. So that's what I'm going out on because
you gotta finish your bear first. He needs legs.
Oh.
So I also saved the best for last.
Ooh, let's see.
For patterns. What is it? This is the Arachne sweater by Annie Sunderland. Nope. Satterland. Andy Satterland.
I feel like
Arachne sweater. You probably
patterns by
yeah, you've probably seen
Andy
this.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know. It's a spiderweb, like what do you call it? Not a cowl. What the hell is the thing?
Oh my gosh. I'm blanking too.
You know the thing.
Yoke.
The yoke. Yes, thank you. Yeah, spiderweb yoke on a. I don't know if it's raglan or what, but I don't know enough about sweaters, and you know I didn't look it up. But yeah, the color work on the yoke is so freaking awesome. If you go on like Ravelry or look at the Instagram hashtag, there are so many really cool like color combinations. I really want to make it this maybe
and
for
it's
next
not
year.
Like a lot of yokes which are super crazy intricate, like 7 colors.
Right.
It's 2 color.
So that's knitting. It uses sport weight yarn. It is a paid pattern, and there are sizes extra small to 3XL. And we'll have the links for all that
colors
stuff.
Would you do?
I don't know.
The black is cool, but that's hard to knit that much black.
Yeah, that's a lot of black. I still maybe would do black. I don't know. I really like the black with the like neon green.
Is like hard to beat.
Yeah. Maybe like a super dark purple.
Dark purple. Yeah, I was going to say. That would like really pop.
I've seen this. This has popped up on my Instagram a couple times. I know people are knitting it right now. So yeah, super cool.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I have too. I don't plan ahead enough for like to be prepared for. Like, there's no way I could knit.
But if we start now,
right?
Could we have one of these done by next October?
I joined a make along, the Safe for Work make along, which is put on by Kendra of Balanced Skein, who in one of the earlier episodes, I think I shared some of her reels where she was like making fun of knitting podcasts. They like cracked me up. So
like holding up stuff.
Yeah, how we're like, oh, is it in focus? But so she and oh god, I can't remember. I don't have notes because I wasn't going to talk about this. I'll put it in the notes, in the show notes. But she and a friend put together this the Safe for Work make along, which is they're hosting on Discord, a Discord server, and it's like we're all making garments. So it starts October 1st, which is today. And runs through like January, I think. So like we're all making sweaters and skirts and all, stuff to wear to work. So I'm going to knit the outline tee by Jessie May,
nice.
Which is, it's like I ordered some Knit Picks Lindy chain, like the linen cotton blend to make it with, because it's a summer pattern. So I'm like, maybe if I do it now, like 9 months ahead of time, I'll finish it during the make along and have something to wear next summer. So that's my plan. Planning ahead. And also I just really want to make it. I wanted to make one this summer and I didn't.
I have her tank. I bought one of the like the racerback tank top.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't cast it. Actually, I think Katie and Mariah had them when I were wearing them when I was knitting with them on around the table porch
Patio.
2 years ago. Patio. And I've had the pattern and the yarn forever.
Yeah.
I just haven't done it.
I hear nothing but awesome things about
All of her
Jessie Mae's patterns. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So those were our spooky patterns.
Those are spooky patterns. Will you tell me some spooky books? You have some scary sounding ones.
Okay. Super scary. And at work, Don and I are planning, actually, I don't know if we're doing it now or I think we're going to do it like in a few months. I don't think we're ready. We're trying to cover all our genres and neither of us read horror. So I got kind of panicky because I just did a romance one and I had 500 books to pick from. So I could do like every romance genre. And I gushed about Beverly Jenkins. So horror was tough for me. So I picked, I found some TikToks that had like horror recommendations, and this is the perfect time of year for horror recommendation videos. Guys, I actually might have been like turned a little bit because I had so much fun in a terrifying way. And I think you saw, I posted this. Oh, that's because it's backwards. I posted this like a while ago, I think on our stories, and you were like, what is this? And I am not reading this.
Nope.
So just from the cover, I'm like, I have to read this. So Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Cesare.
Just the title.
Look
I'm like,
at this.
no.
I mean, okay. And it's exactly, I did this on audio. It is exactly what you would expect. It's like kind of like a little bit of like a, not quite Stranger Things feel, but like a slasher movie feel, like a bunch of teens. This teen moves from the East Coast to this little small town, and they have like harvest festivals and all this. And she's like, oh, there's nothing to do in this little podunk town. She's trying to make friends. They go hang out in the middle of nowhere and like drink beer. And oh, dude. It's just so, they start getting like picked off and it's just running and screaming through cornfields. It's exactly what you think. And I didn't know that I wanted it. And just like watching a fun teen horror movie. So.
See, like when you said, I'm like, I don't want to read that. Like that sounds terrible and scary. And why would I want that? But now, like you've made me, I'm like, oh, well,
yeah,
that sort of sounds kind of fun.
It was. And I just can't, I think just the campiness during all the recommendations, I'm like, I could handle that. Cause it's got like that little, it's ridiculous twist that it's clowns. So that kind of kept it from being like terrifying.
I'm getting like 90s Scream, like the original Scream vibes.
So much.
So
it's like, I really think it was like such a good mashup of like different genres, and I enjoyed it. Give me one of yours.
I'll think about that. I don't know. So I have 5. I don't know. Are there any on my list that you've read?
Wait, let me see, because I just switched. I know, and I've never read this one, which I should have. But no, I haven't read any of them.
So my first one is We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. She's like
classic kind of.
Yeah, like classic horror. Where it's like creepy as fuck, but it's not like gonna keep you up at night because you're scared to get up and pee in the dark by yourself, and you have to turn on every single light and take a cat with you so the monsters don't get you. So it's like We Have Always Lived in the Castle is about these 2 sisters who live alone in this like house, this old house, and it's been a while since I read this, so I'm probably gonna like wreck the description, but you're like, there's questions of like, where are the rest of the family members? Like, what happened to them? And they talk about like a trial for like, I think it's the younger sister, and the older sister's like trying to, protect her and advocate for her. And there's sort of like they like hint at like maybe the younger sister poisoned the entire family to get rid of them because they were abusive and like whatever. So like this whole, and like all the people in the little town are like suspicious of them and won't talk to them anymore and like all this stuff. And so it's just like, it's not scary exactly, but it's like low, you have like this, the whole time you're reading, you have like low level dread. Like I don't know. It's just like, if you just want to feel creeped out and like bad vibes, like this is a good book. But it's like also, like the writing is so good. Like it's really like just excellent writing. She's sort of, I think, considered like the queen of horror. And I think this was written in the 60s.
I was going to say, I thought 60s maybe. It seems like a new cover though.
Yes.
I
come on, how scary. Like that's so creepy.
It's really good.
So there's another one that she's written called The Haunting of Hill House, which is maybe
like
it's her famous.
Yeah,
I haven't read that, but it's on my list. I think I'm going to try to read it this October.
We should read some more scary books just throughout.
Yeah.
Since it's not our usual.
For my book club on Discord, we just picked the book for October. We're going to read the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires.
Oh, yeah. I love that cover. And it's a distinctive title, obviously.
I've heard such great things about it, but and it's been around, it's been on my list forever, but I typically don't gravitate towards vampires.
Did you read True Blood when those came out?
I did not, but I watched the show.
Yeah, well, I mean, the books were fantastic.
Yeah.
And of course, the show got like bonkers as the seasons went on. But anyway, really good vampire books.
Yeah, I've read Dracula. I've read Twilight. Well, I read the first Twilight, and then I was like, that's enough. Yeah, did you? I've read Interview with a Vampire.
Obligated as a librarian.
Yeah, I don't know. Vampires just aren't like my catnip.
I don't think I read Interview with a Vampire, and I would like to.
It's really boring.
Okay, not like movie. Movie's pretty fun.
Yeah, the movie's fun. I don't know. I was like lukewarm on the book. Okay. It just feels really long.
While we're on vampires, What We Do in the Shadows is like a mockumentary. There's a movie, and now there's a TV show of it. Season 3 just started. Anyway, just putting in a plug. It's on Hulu.
Who's just telling me about this? And you can
buy it on Amazon. I bought this first 2 seasons on Amazon. They're absolutely hilarious. It's 3 vampires living in a house together, and they're just like trying to like make it in like modern day society. It's
comedy?
Yep.
Interesting. Yep. So I've heard of it. Somebody was just telling me about that, and I can't remember who it was.
All maybe of the characters are so fun.
I wonder if it was you. Did we talk about this on an earlier episode?
I don't think we did. I watched tons of TV, but I don't think we've talked about that one.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, but I remember whoever told me about it, I was like, that's hilarious. Like, I hardly watch any TV, but that I feel like I want to watch.
Give it a try. There's nothing wrong. And it's a show I watch enough TV that I don't rewatch things. I have rewatched some. There's one episode, which I won't spoil, in the first season. I've watched it 7 times, 10 times.
Really?
It doesn't get old. It's always hilarious. And same with all the episodes. But anyway, so that's my plug for What We Do in the Shadows.
We veered wildly off course.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Vampire tangent.
I was going to say, Devin and I, every Halloween, we watch the Greg Pikitis episode of Parks and Rec, which is like, I think it's like season 2 Halloween episode. Yeah, so we always we watch it.
What does she like scream? Does she scream his name when she's
Pikitis?
Her screaming. Oh, so good.
So that's our Halloween tradition.
That's
We've probably
amazing.
watched it like 10, 15 times. I mean, we watch it every year. So I'm looking forward to watching that with him on Halloween. What do you have next?
I have a truly terrifying book about a pandemic.
Great!
And this is, unlike Clowns in a Cornfield, terrifying, scary, kept me up at night. I would read it And then the next, like, could not sleep, but the next day had to, like, keep reading it because I had to, like, help them out to get out of this. All right. Survivor Song by Paul Tremblay. And I know he has, like, other books now, and I kind of want to read them. The virus is rabies-like, so you get it by being bit. So a little bit Walking Dead-like. So, like, things start happening. It's almost like the beginning of Handmaid's Tale, where, like, you see, like, a little thing on the news, and, like, things are, like, creeping up, and, like, you can't get, like, not, like, food at the grocery store, but, like, gas is running low. Like, all these little things start happening, and it starts with this pregnant lady. Her husband went out to get supplies, comes back. There's an intruder who is, like, slobbering and bites the husband.
Oh, no.
Attacks both of them. She escapes. Runs her best friend, I think it's in Boston, and the friend lives outside Boston, so she tries to make it into town to get to her friend who's a doctor so she can get to the hospital. It's so scary. It's very much, I'll say it again, like Walking Dead, like where there's like a lot of like traveling on roads which are unsafe, and you're a woman and you don't have weapons.
I have goosebumps.
So the craziest thing is the incubation period is like an hour. So if you get bit, you turn very quickly.
Oh, no.
And I'm not giving like anything away. That doesn't happen in like the first like 50 pages. So they don't know whether the regular rabies vaccine for like animals works or not, but they get to the hospital, get the pregnant lady the vaccine, and they just are kind of like watching her to see if it's gonna.
Oh my God.
So the pregnant lady's worried she's not gonna make it, so she's recording on her phone as they're like traveling and things are really dangerous, notes to her daughter.
Oh man.
So terrifying.
That sounds.
But
I'm probably gonna pass on that one, but it sounds awesome.
Fits into the show, but yeah, if you're ready for this, do it because it's terrifying. But wow, it really stuck with me.
Wowie. Okay. So my next one is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman.
I never read this.
Oh my God, it's so fucking cute. And it's not really like scary, but it's about ghosts and a graveyard and whatever. So this little boy, by the way, if you haven't read any Neil Gaiman before, like you absolutely should, because they're amazing. I listened to this book it won a Newbery Medal. Come on. I listened to this book on audio, which was read by the author, and it's just, excuse me, fan-freaking-tastic. So it's like I think it's a middle grade book. Like it's aimed at kids, so it's not, it's not super scary, but it's excellent for adults. This little boy, I think his parents die, and he winds up living in a graveyard, and he believes that he is a ghost. And so he like becomes ghost-like he adopts characteristics of ghosts, because there's ghosts all around him. They're like caring for him. He's being raised by ghosts. So he's sort of invisible. His name is Bod. He can like be invisible, and people, they'll like their eyes will just like slide right off of him. So he can sort of get away with whatever. And that's really all I remember about this book.
Sounds cute.
It's very cute, and it's like low level creepy, and it's but it's also like has a wholesome ending and whatever. So yeah.
Well, it's nice to have a sliding scale today of nice, cute, wholesome,
horrifying, cute.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. Aww. So good. Have you read any Neil Gaiman?
I haven't. I don't know how.
So good.
I will.
I've read a couple, I don't remember what others, but he's fantastic.
So, on the terrifying level is my next one, which I got made fun of a lot because I've never seen the movie, never read the book, is Pet Semetary.
So
Stephen King.
I've never seen the movie or read the book either.
Okay.
And I do not plan to.
Same thing. I was reading it before bed. Had bad dreams. It actually, the best thing was it was the next day was a Sunday, so I just finished it on the couch. I read like 4 hours, finished it just so I would have it done because so same as the last one, really scary. classic kind of Stephen King. Like I've read like The Stand, but I haven't read like, I guess I read The Shining, but I haven't read like the horror like Stephen King. So I have now, and it's all you expect it to be. It is just bone chilling. I thought it was a lot about like animal. Like I thought, oh, it's like animals crawling out of their graves, and it's not. It's terrifying.
Oh God.
So, if you haven't done it, do it just because it's Stephen King, and you can say that you did it, and not like that you shouldn't. But if you're not a horror person or enjoy horror, but if you do and you've missed this, just do it because it's a lot.
I can like Stephen King, like there's a reason that he's Stephen King. Like his books, even if that's like not your genre, which it's not mine. I'm scared to read Stephen King, but like his works are amazing.
You will be just, no matter what it is, Stand, Shining, this, you will be sitting on your couch and you will be scared. Mm-hmm. So, that's mine.
All right. So for my true crime friends,
I
have The Stranger Beside Me by Anne Rule.
Nice.
Which okay, I'm such a basic bitch. Ted Bundy is my favorite serial killer. I know that's awesome. Like basic. That's so generic, but I can't help it. Classic. I like what I like. He's freaking fascinating. So this book is Anne Rule is I believe she was a reporter or like investigative journalist. I'm not sure, but she was like volunteering at like a mental, I think it was a suicide hotline actually. And like Ted Bundy was one of her coworkers. Have you read this?
I haven't. I just know the premise.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And she like had no freaking idea. And then she found, a couple years later, she found out that like her friend who she was like, they were like good friends. She found out that he was a serial killer and like he'd been arrested and, was on trial for all these horrific murders. And all the crazy stuff that he did to the bodies and whatever, which I will not go into because it's disturbing. But like this, like just to have an experience like that, I mean, I can't even imagine like not only meeting a serial killer, but like being friends with them and like genuinely liking them as like a person. And
then really having to say later, he seemed like such a good guy.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I had no freaking idea. So this book is good. Like I was scared to read it because it is about a serial killer and, Ted Bundy is scary. But like it's not scary. Like it's creepy and they do talk about some gory stuff and like you're creeped out because he's Ted Bundy. But a lot of the book is about her experience as a writer and a journalist and like coming to terms with her relationship with this person. And so I read it before bed and was fine.
Is this what got her into writing about true crime? Is this experience? Because she has like she's very prolific. Yeah,
she does write a bunch of true crime.
I wonder if that's what got her into
investigating it. I don't know where this falls on her. This is, it's obviously like her most famous book. I don't know if where it stands in.
Okay.
Yeah, in her chronology of works. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't be surprised because how do you like go back from that? Like I don't know. I know she's written one called Green River Running Red, I think, about the Green River killer that I want to read. God, he just like
the eyeballs.
He's so creepy. He just, but also he was very handsome, which is why I have the sticker that says Ted Bundy also had a cute face because you can be adorable and evil at the same time.
If he didn't have that stare, you could say he was handsome.
Oh God, he's so scary. I threw on Frankenstein, like super classic. Horror by Mary Shelley. She's like the OG 100% horror writer. This book is, as with all like old timey literature, like classic literature, it's dry and it's kind of boring by today's standards. Yeah. If you go in thinking like,
it's gonna be super jam-packed with...
Right. It's not like action-packed or like heavily character-driven or whatever. I don't know, they just didn't write that way yet, the way we think of novels these days. But it's still really interesting. It's an interesting story, and the monster is creepy and
kicked off the genre, pretty much.
Yeah,
I think.
Right. Yeah,
Credited with.
Yep, totally. And this
Good
cover is
cover?
cool. I know, right?
Come on.
So that's Frankenstein. I read it. I don't think I read it like I got the book from the library and just read it through. I used to use this app, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it was called Serial Reader, and it like gives you, it like texts you every day like little 10-minute snippets of classic literature. So like you're like, okay, I want to read Frankenstein, but I don't want to read Frankenstein. So like every day it'll text you like one chapter. So you can spend 10 minutes, and in a month you can be like, I read Frankenstein. So I think that's how I did. I quit using that book, that app, and I keep meaning to go back and like do some more stuff, because classic literature can be hard to read. All right, my last one is the Valancourt Book of Victorian Christmas Ghost Stories. So here's your season, your bridge from Halloween to Christmas, much like The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yep. Yeah. But these are like more old-timey ghost stories, but they're short stories. So you can, bite-sized pieces. I've read a couple of them. I haven't finished the book. But apparently 150 years ago, like the tradition on Christmas Eve was to read creepy ass stories. And so they'd like be in the newspapers and stuff, and there'd be like little pamphlets that, went around. And that would be their thing. They'd like scare the shit out of themselves and then go to bed. So like, what's the famous one? With Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck!
And Tiny Tim and the ghost and...
should know this.
All my brain power.
All I think about is Christmas Carol.
Thank you. Yes,
I think
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. So I had to go to there first, then back up to Christmas Carol. Yes, thank you.
Yes, A Christmas Carol. That's like where this came from. That was the same style of these ghost stories. So if you like that one, you'll like these. But yeah, I want to read more of these this coming season, because it's just such a weird, like, we could debate forever whether The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. Like, which one is it? It's both. And same with this. Like, it's like mashing up of two things that have no business being together. I don't know. So there's fun. And there's, this is the first edition. There's a bunch of, I think there's 3 sets. So there's tons of ghost stories for you to read to your children on Christmas Eve. So, you've been knitting?
I have been knitting.
Yes.
I cast on the retro world hat.
Yay!
Because I have the cowl, and then I found this little guy hanging
cute.
around, and I had not done the hat yet. Mm-hmm. So just on the ribbing now.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, it's a little blurry. But I actually forget what this was called, but super fun, like multicolored.
Mm-hmm.
This is Entice Sock, which is 80/20. And I'm having fun.
Such a nice mindless knit, to toot my own horn or whatever, because that is my pattern.
I've got a few going. My Forminosa is at work, so I didn't make too much progress on that. My Rose.
Oh my god, so pretty.
Oh my gosh, you have to see. It's getting so much bigger, which is very exciting. Oh
my god.
I have to show it and then you can squish it, but I'm getting... Isn't it the softest thing? I cannot wait to wear this. Fangirl Fibers. I don't have the colors with me, but seriously, I mean...
We've talked about it before. Yeah.
It's...
wow.
I'm having so much fun. And you just increase, so it's like 2 color, but you do like 3 color 1, then 1, then 3, then 1, then 4, then 1, then 5, then 1. It's the best, easiest, mindless thing. All you do is a yarn over 5 in on this side. That's it. It's magic.
Oh my god, I love that.
It's a magic.
I love garter stitch so much.
DK weight, Surrey alpaca.
Love it.
Just going to say it again. So fiber seed. I bought this. I actually cast on socks that I bought in Pittsburgh. Fiber seed.
Oh my god,
how cute this is, guys! I'm freaking out.
that was
It's
my
like
favorite colorway that you bought that you shared from the Pittsburgh
like
show.
neon confetti. I swear to you, this is their DK Sprout neon lights. I'm so excited about these socks.
Those will be so fun to wear.
And then I bought all those little minis, and then I'm like, for this, if it's not striped, you're not gonna like mess up the heel, So I'm like, why am I making extra work and doing different color? So I didn't. I'm just doing. So I'm not
nice
sure how. If it's like gonna be a little more than a shorty. If anyone knows DK socks, tell me how much I can get out of a skein, because I don't know. So actually, I already split it in two, so I can't mess it up. But I wonder how far I'm gonna get. So I'm almost to the heel. I keep thinking, I'm like, oh, my foot is that big. No, it's bigger than that. So I'm a size 10. But you knit up to your ankle. So this is kind of adapted from Risen Knits vanilla extract socks. So fun. So if I get more size 3 needles, I can cast on more DK socks. But I'm so happy with how it's turning out. And then, guess what else I cast on?
Yay!
Oh my god. I cast this on yesterday.
Oh, you got
my
far.
first repeat done. So the Cleveland Shawl by Christine Parker. Oh my gosh, look.
Yay!
Can you see the little repeat in there? So it's not quite, it's just a little bit starting to take its little shape, but not quite. I think once I get one more repeat in there, it'll start.
Yeah. So this is the pattern that I designed for Around the Table Yarns for the Yarn Discovery Tour in September, featuring Sarah's super exclusive colorway, which Beth told me yesterday what it's called. Do you remember?
I have it in here because I kept two.
Electric Reboot?
Electric Reboot.
Yeah.
Why DT 2021 Electric Reboot?
So good. So now the Yarn Discovery Tour is over. So this pattern has reverted back to me. I now have rights to it. So you can get it on Ravelry and on my website. It's a free pattern. It uses 2 skeins of DK weight yarn.
10 row repeat, and really only 1 row has anything you have to really think about. So it's perfect.
It's very mindless. It's on big needles, so it goes really fast. And it's it's narrow. It's like a big scarf, like a wide scarf. So you just cast on and knit.
Did you use like almost all of the 2 skeins?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I had
because it's a nice size.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's easy to adapt. You could do it in. Somebody asked me, I think, to convert it to fingering, so I might try to do that.
Okay, because they have the fingering color there too. Well,
okay.
They might. But tell them you talked to them, and they said that the DK kits are gone.
They are gone. I talked to Beth yesterday. She's one of the proprietors of Around the Table, and she said that all of the kits sold through the Yarn Discovery Tour. So that is so awesome. If you bought one, thank you so much for supporting us. That was and Around the Table, our local yarn shop, because we had so much fun putting this together for you, and
hopefully we'll be able to do it again.
We'll hopefully do it next year too.
And this was a custom color. They asked for this color. They asked for neon yellow, green, and like a cantaloupe color. So it was fun to.
So fun.
Dye as well as knit.
Yeah, I think all the DK weight is gone, but they still might have the fingering weight.
I gave them just as much fingering weight.
They might have the fingering weight colorway still. And I think you can buy it online on their website at Around the Table Yarns. So thanks, Beth and Pam, for asking us to do that. And dang, that was so cool to do that. Oh, also, eventually they will have the fuck gauge rulers as well. Whoops. Beth asked for the clear ones. So in the next couple weeks, you'll be able to get those at Around the Table also.
I want to plug my spooky bag, which I've had in here before, but it's never been spooky season. Anomalous Mind. I bought this more than a year ago at Ann Arbor Fiber Expo, which I'll be at next month. But I just love it. And it's big, awesome size.
That is a good size. I need more bags like that.
I actually need another one of this size. But yeah, it's great.
My favorite bags are zipper. They have a zipper and a little handle. Yeah, I like that, and that's what that is. Mm-hmm. I like those better than the drawstring ones. Although I don't mind the drawstring, I just wish the ones... I have a couple that I made myself that I wish had handles, but I'm like, I'm not about to fuck with that.
Right, exactly.
Just buy one. We won't have another episode until, I believe, November 5th, because you have a show.
I had
in October?
I had 2 shows back to back. One canceled. But yeah, it was like my weekends were kind of jam-packed.
Yeah. So we're taking a break. We'll have one episode in October and then one episode
November.
at the beginning of November. And then I'm having surgery, and we don't, if I can handle doing another episode, we'll
do another
one. Just in case, we're probably only going to have one so that I can recuperate when my enormous tumor, whose name is Porky, is removed.
So I've got some yarn. This is my Surrey alpaca, which is called Corky Surrey. It's lace weight. And this is called Party Line.
Nice.
But, kind of delicate yellows and greens and blues. And super fuzzy. Get up in there. So it's like, and I always say this, but people seem to be scared of lace weight, but you just hold it along with whatever weight you like to knit, and then you have a little halo. So it's super fun.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to make another one of these hats right away. If you hold fingering weight and lace weight together, that will make DK-ish, right?
I think 2 fingerings make DK.
Oh.
I don't think, so it's like in between. So I don't think if you hold a lace with a fingering, it's going to change that much. Like if that worked for you, I think you can just add this in, and it's not, it's, not that much extra weight. So it's pretty thin.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make the
next one fuzzy.
How does this feel like on skin?
Yeah, and you know what? This is my newest base, so I haven't finished anything with this yet. So actually, the Fangirl, the one I'm working on right now, will be the first time I wear it against my skin, because people do for kid silk, people don't like it against their skin. So this is like another alternative one, which
it
feels really soft.
Yeah, I really like alpaca.
But there's people who have allergies to everything, so it's possible. So yeah,
I guess I'll have to try it.
You should. It's really fun to make stuff fuzzy. And then I've got 2 Entice Socks colors. This is Storm.
Very stormy.
So yeah, there's actually some like burnt like red in there that's not picking up as well. But there it is, like kind of down there. So yeah, mostly blues, a little bit of like extra, little bit of green, little bit of burnt.
It's like a rust color.
Yeah. So, very similar actually to what I'm doing for the retro whirl hat. So I like this one. I've got a few of these. I think I have 4 or 5 of these. And then Blaze, which is a fiery red.
I believe Blaze is a... What is it called when, like, the Harlequin...
It is. Yep. Because there's Desire,
it's like an offshoot. Like, what is that called? An imprint.
Imprint.
Yeah. It's a romance imprint of the... I'm pretty sure it's Harlequin. Has the Blaze. Blaze series.
So that was it. But
pretty.
Yeah. All available on the site.
I love that. Red, like, I'm always like, I don't like red, but like I wear a lot of red. I wear like this like burgundy and like the that like rust color a lot.
Yeah, I'm not as much of a red orange person, but then I'll see them and be like, oh, what have you got?
What do I have? Well, I have a lot of stuff. You guys have seen the fuck gauge rulers. The fuck gauge rulers. After I showed these off in the last episode, I actually changed them and I added crochet hook sizes to like the little, to the little holes. So you'll be able to measure your needles and your hooks by millimeter. And then it's got the US knitting sizes and US crochet sizes in there too. So these, if they haven't sold out yet, they will be on my site. But even if they do sell out, I can make more of these. And like I said, they're going to have them at Around the Table Yarns. So I have these. What else is new in my show these? Okay. So with the fuck gauge ruler, I've been experimenting with different materials. I really like the clear acrylic. And I got some iridescent acrylic to try.
It is showing up.
Oh my gosh, it's so fucking pretty. And just, yeah, I haven't perfected the settings yet. I don't know if you can see, but there's like some burns on the back. Okay. So I have to figure out what settings I need to use.
And I like the size. You could like hang it on your knitting bag too.
Well, yeah, that's what I got little keychains because I figure out it'll be a great little keychain. So I promise to let you guys know as soon as I figure out the iridescent setting so that it's not making like burns and little cracks. But yeah, I'll have those. What else? I have some fuck off I'm knitting stitch markers. Can you tell if it's blurry or not?
Blurry.
Oh, dang it. Well,
let me hold it while you talk.
Okay. It's my classic design, the rainbow yarn ball with the knitting needles, and it says "fuck off, I'm knitting." I was able to get them printed on little acrylic charms, so I have they're little stitch markers, little progress keepers. If these, it's weird to talk about because my shop update hasn't happened yet technically because we're recording a few days early. But you're seeing this on Friday, so like, if these sell well this week, I will have more. But by the time this episode airs, I will know whether I will have more. So I can't, it's like, I don't know. Do I say that I will have more or not? I don't know. I also made for my little dead dog, I made little wooden stitch markers of her little face. I was experimenting because this is a design that I already had the art. So I just like shrunk it down and, laser engraved it on some wood to see if it would translate. And it did. So I have those. I think I showed these last time. I have rainbow sets of stars and moons and hearts. These are stitch markers. I set up my listing so that you can choose if you want like ring stitch markers. I have 2 different sizes, or you could get the little lobster clasp, like if you want to use them for crochet or as a progress keeper. And then these I made the other day. Have you seen these yet?
No.
They say, so my favorite ever word is the F word. So I made little stitch markers that say, fuck this, fuck that, fuck it, fuck off, and fuck you.
Well, covered your bases.
Yeah. So there's sets of 5 of wooden markers with everyone's favorite, most versatile swear word. So that's what I've got in my shop update. If you're watching this on Friday, I have limited quantities. So I don't know if stuff will have sold out or not. If it did, though, I mean, I can remake everything that's there. So check it out. And if you're watching this on Friday and you already bought something, holy crap, thank you. I appreciate you. The fuck off, I didn't grab one to show, but the fuck off I'm knitting rainbow pins, the enamel pins I have back in stock. They were Around the Table Yarns bought me out because they wanted them for the Yarn Discovery Tour, but I just got a restock, so I'll have those. And then there is a goodbye section on some stuff in my shop that just hasn't been selling, so I'm getting rid of it. And all that stuff is 10% off, so if you want to snag, there's like there's t-shirts, there's mugs, there's I think it's mostly t-shirts and mugs, a couple tote bags, so if you want to get some stuff for a good price, go check out the goodbye section, because once it's gone, I'm not going to bring it back. Any fun plans for this afternoon?
No, just being off since I work Saturday, so
nice. Yeah. I'm gonna start a new shawl. Finish watching the mushroom show you told me about. There's a special on, what is it called?
Fantastic Fungi.
Fantastic Fungi on Netflix. It's like an hour and a half, and it's all about mushrooms.
It's insane, and not something I thought I would ever pick.
Yeah.
But so interesting.
It's fascinating.
They there's a lot of different aspects to them that are fascinating, but the one I think they start with and is insane is that they like the tendrils grow like beneath the ground and they communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And with like the forest.
They have like a neural network of little shroomy fibers under the ground. And they can, the communicating really like bothered me a lot. Like it's crazy.
It's, like hurts your brain. And then on the new Star Trek Discovery, their ships, they were trying to figure out how to run them on like kind of like the same idea, but like that everything in the universe is like connected like that, and you can like travel that way. I can't explain it, but it's crazy. But yeah, there's other like health benefits and stuff that are like coming up, but it's crazy. It's
and just beautiful photography and filmography
like
and
time lapse. Like
shrooms growing. Yeah. I love mushrooms. I will not eat them, but I think they're cool.
I thought that was hilarious that you were like reading a book about mushrooms now.
I do. I don't know. I just think they're so cute. I have a mushroom.
Oh my
tattoo.
gosh. You don't eat them?
But I won't eat them.
Like
They're
portobello
gross.
Mushrooms?
Yeah, they're gross.
Delicious.
They're slimy and they grow out of
poop. I really like mushrooms.
Ew.
I like them on everything.
Yeah.
Pasta, pizza, whatever. Give me mushrooms. I will just eat them like plain, like slice up portobello with like lemon juice and olive oil, saute them.
Wow. I try, but they just are so slimy. I can eat like the button mushrooms in a salad if I have to.
Okay.
But I don't like them cooked.
The texture.
Yeah. So, okay, well, now that we got that out of the way.
Important.
Well, wait, nothing else, right?
Nothing else.
Just, okay.
Amazing.
That was a long episode.
So I was like, I have 5 more things to talk about.
Yeah. So we will see you next month at the beginning of November. Thanks, as always, for hanging out and supporting and watching and sharing and doing all that stuff. We really appreciate it. That's it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.